Man, the body dysmorphia is really setting in today. I feel so fucking small. God, I hate it. This is like one of the toughest stages of cutting, if you ask me, because this is again, this is only week 3, so all the excess water is starting. Actually, probably most of it is already gone. It's flushed out. So I mean, depending on how much water you retain, that could be 5 or 10 pounds right there. But with that water retention, shirts can fit a little tighter. You feel more swole. Want to use a bro term. You feel more swollen, and just bigger. Fill out your shirts a little more. So when that flushes out, you still hold on to the fat, so you're not looking crazy cut yet, but you're 5, 10, maybe even a little more pounds lighter. So your shirts aren't as tight, and it's kind of like a weird, funky area of dieting where you're just kind of like floating. Like I said, you haven't lost a lot of excess fat. You're not. It's not like you're 10 weeks in or something. But then you're not super. You're not big to an extent. At least as big as you could be because you flushed out a lot of that water. So I'm smaller, but I'm not cut yet, and it's just a weird feeling. I hate it. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. It's like losing that water. My shirts aren't as tight. I don't feel as big. I mean, I'm not sitting here making an argument for water retention being a good thing, but you do fill out your shirts a little more, and it kind of it boosts your confidence. You feel big, feel like your shirts are tight. It's like, oh yeah, man, sweet. And then 2 weeks into a cut, that water flushes out. You're down 10 pounds or more, but you're still not shredded. You know what I mean? So it's just weird. It's fucking weird. I don't like it. So I come back here to try to get a little pump, not a pump check, just a physique check, really. Try to boost my confidence a little. It kind of did, but I say we're just going to get this workout started. Back and biceps. So let's go. Let's go. I don't know. I'm all fucking. I'm letting it get to me too much. So let's go do some lat pull downs. Hopefully that kind of gets me feeling a little better, and then we'll keep going. All right, I need to turn this frown upside down. I feel like I was being a little bit of a sour puss back there with what I was talking about. Quite frankly, I mean, really, I was probably just being a pussy. I think just the medicine that I need, like I said, to turn that frown upside down. There's a couple good sets here. Get me locked in. Or maybe even just one, if I'm lucky. Get me locked the fuck in and get this workout off to a good start. Man, I feel like I shouldn't be this hot after just one set. I'm burning up. But is that going to stop me? Hell no. Or at least hopefully not. We'll see how it goes. I am pretty freaking sore today. I don't want to be dramatic. Maybe I tend to be sometimes. But I am sore as fuck, really. I haven't been this sore in a while. I was kind of on a hot streak of I don't know, just working out, feeling good. with the exclusion. I almost forget about it now because it's pretty much healed. But I was feeling good with the exclusion of my lower back, I guess, because it was legitimately hurt. But in terms of like soreness, being tired, um, some of the things I was struggling with for a little bit, that really wasn't a factor. But this week, I started to feel it Sunday, didn't say nothing. Yesterday, it accumulated even more. So I said something, and today feel like I was beat with a baseball bat all night while I was sleeping or something. Feels like I've been put through the ringer. So we'll see how far this workout goes. But one thing's for sure, with whatever I do, I'm gonna give it everything. So whether it's only 6 sets of back and like 4 biceps or more, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, but whatever I do is gonna be worth it. No wasted movement. You don't want to waste no fucking movement or energy in here. What's the point? Might as well just stay home and sit on the couch. And that's just fucking stupid. And I don't want to do that. So it might not be as much volume. We'll see. But with whatever I do, it's gonna be worthwhile. All right, I'll do 2 more heavy. I'm not going as heavy as I normally would. If you can't tell, normally I got some fives pyramided. How you say it? I got some fives normally leaned against each other right here. But with how sore I am, I felt, you know what? I'll go just a little lighter, maybe do 2, 3 more reps, and actually be able to squeeze and pull all the way down for more. I don't know, my brain's all over the place today. So let's just go set to set. Do 2 couple more, see how those go. Uh, oh, just like I kind of theorized and was hoping, this was just the medicine I needed. 3 good sets. Will I say my body dysmorphia is cured? No, that's probably never going to happen. But was this a good combatant to that? Yeah, because I'm feeling pretty good. Now, don't let me go over and find a mirror and start flexing and posing because it'll probably come back. Man, I hate to say it, but I feel like the longer you do this, and actually the more results that you start to see, the more your body dysmorphia grabs a hold of you. Really, they're kind of there's correlation there because that's really what keeps you going. You know, even though you're making progress and maybe you reach that peak level, of whatever you're trying to accomplish, whether there's specific strength goals or athletic goals, or just building a good physique like I'm trying to do. You hit that peak, and it's like the body dysmorphia peaks out with it, and it's never enough. But again, that's kind of what keeps you going. At least me. That keeps me going. All right, let's go down. Again, I didn't really go as heavy as I normally would. How much lighter do I really want to go here? Not much. I'm just going to take the five off, go up one notch from being maxed out, which is where I had it. Take this off. See if that does. Try a couple like that. So I decided to switch my grip a little bit on this. I kind of thought, what's a way I can make this a little harder, considering that the three heavy sets that I did really weren't as heavy as I normally do for all the reasons I stated earlier. So I was like, instead of going supinated, I'll go overhand, which I mean, I think for everybody is harder. So I'm going overhand here, which just naturally forces me to go to lighter without even having to really think about it. And it's something different. If you ask me, I think it's a win-win. Oh my god, man, this was a really good start to the workout. But with how I was feeling, being sore, really that's the main thing. That was the main problem. I'm pretty sore. you never know how it's gonna go. And I'm still sore, but with my adrenaline kind of pumping, my blood flowing really good, it's helped me. And these 5 sets, really, I don't think could have been any better with how I feel at the moment. Like my lats are torched. So let's go do some biceps. I might actually start with static arm curls today, and then finish with some kind of bilateral curl. Would go pretty light on it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna attempt 3 sets of these static arm curls. And I say attempt because one, last week was the first week that I kind of reintroduced them in years. I mean, it's been years. So in saying that, I remember the 2 sets that I did last week alone were fucking brutal. Granted, I'd already done a couple sets of biceps before, so I'm a little more fresh theoretically. I mean, with how sore I am, I don't know that I actually am more fresh, but theoretically, I'm more fresh going into this. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try 3 sets. Worst case scenario, other than a catastrophic injury, knock on wood. Other than that, maybe by the third set I have to lower the weight a little. Which honestly, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. I don't even really care at this point. I just want 3 good sets. So I got the 45s. For anyone who has not seen static arm curls, like I said, I reintroduced them last week. I'm not gonna explain them again. You kind of watch and get the point. 4 reps each arm, and you alternate between that twice. So it'll be 16 total reps. And I also will alternate which arm I start being static. So this set I'll start my right, next one I'll start my left, and you guys get it. See, that actually was a little easier than I thought. But you guys, anyone with experience in training knows the catch is the next set's going to be a little tougher, and then the third one's going to be even a little tougher than that. So should I go up and wait, even though that was easy for how many reps I wanted? And I wouldn't even say it was easy. It was moderate. I definitely wasn't redlining, but I don't think I should go up because by the third set, with the same weight, I probably will be redlining just to get all the reps. Yeah, I'll keep it at 45. Do 2 more. I think I pretty much called that to a T. Son of a bitch. I'm only gonna rest like a minute. I'll go straight into one, maybe two sets of moderately, we'll say moderate weight, but on the preacher curl. I think I only need one set of that. One more, and I could even make the argument that set right there was close to junk volume territory. I don't think it was, but it was close, which is why I think one more. It's not going to add anything to my biceps at this point. They're done. Woo. All right, let's wrap this up with some back. I don't know. Well, let's just do some back. Man, I'm surprised how good this workout feels. Not to keep harping on the fact that walking into this, I was sore and just felt my body just felt tired. Did not think it would feel this good based off of that. I mean, it's kicking my ass. It is fucking kicking my ass, but in the best way. I mean, what do I always say? If it's not challenging you, it's not changing you. This shit's got to be challenging. If you're just coasting through your workouts, basically twiddling your thumbs, I mean, don't expect much out of it. Just don't. You're not gonna you're not gonna see the results you're expecting. Because I mean, it's hard enough to get awesome results in the gym, anyways. You know, a lot of it comes down to genetics. Unfortunately, I see some people in here work way harder than, let's say, other people that just bluntly have better genetics, and because they have better genetics, even though they don't work as hard, they have a better physique. So it's unfortunate, man, because I see a lot of people really working in here and not just going through the motions, which is what you love to see. You know, it's awesome, but that's just the reality. Sometimes you just get dealt a bad hand in that aspect. Um, but that should not discourage you from training hard. It just shouldn't. I mean, maybe that's easy for me to say because I was not trying to sound cocky, but I was blessed with fairly good genetics, so it motivates me that much more to work hard. Um, so maybe I'm kind of being a hypocrite or speaking out of both sides of my mouth in a way. I don't know. You guys can call me out on that if you want, but I just think that no matter what, you should train hard. If for nothing else, it's a good spiritual and mental battle, really in more ways than physical, you know, and it can just make you feel better and like you give you a sense of accomplishment, you know, which is always, I mean, in my book, it's a good feeling. Feel like you accomplished something, but that can be a double-edged sword because you don't want to feel like get that sense so much that it starts to hinder how much you're actually trying and how hard you continue to push, you know. Anyways, I said a lot. That was a mouthful for me to basically just what I really wanted to say was this workout's kicking my ass, but it's a really good thing. That's what you want. I'm gonna do one more paired with a bilateral drop set. So I'll do one arm each again. Wait a minute or so, and then go into both arms. I'll shed a little bit of weight off, and I think that'll probably be it. So let's make it a good one. All right, now after all of that, now I don't feel like I have spaghetti arms anymore. Because when I first got here, Tony man has that body dysmorphia. I flexed, and I was like, oh my god, fucking noodle arms, unacceptable. And now I feel like, again, like I said, after everything I just did, finally, I feel like I got some pretty freaky looking arms. Veiny. Whew. What do you say we get a full look? Let's check it out. All right. I know a lot of those last like 2 or 3 poses were a little unorthodox, but hey, I just wanted to try something different, you know? Besides doing the same old poses over and over again. I really need to look up some other poses just to try, see what I like, see what I don't. Well, man, I am in need for some rest, much needed rest. Apparently, the sleep and rest that I've been getting is not delivering me the goods because, like I said earlier, I'm sore as fuck. But I feel sore. I feel kind of beat up. But man, do I feel good with how this workout went compared to how I felt when I first walked in, fighting that fucking body dysmorphia. Compared to how I feel now, night and day different. Like I said, I feel way better. So let's get out of here. Because like I said, I'm going to need that fucking rest for leg day tomorrow. Oh man. Yeah, let's just hope that I don't feel this sore going into leg day. Granted, my legs aren't sore. It's all upper body. But still, I can carry over, you know? Just mentally it can have me out of it. Let's go get some fucking rest.